Hello and welcome back, everybody. My name is Aimee Eckhardt, and I have the privilege of getting to be with you all for the next 50 minutes. And I'm so grateful for this. And I am also so grateful, Marta, for you, for that beautiful, beautiful presentation and meditation that you just offered. And for Kristen before that, my body feels strong and alive and empowered. So thank you, truly.
You're welcome, Aimee. Very welcome. I'm very happy to share this space with you.
Yes, I feel the same way. Yeah. What a privilege. And Laila, there you are. Thank you so much for this brainchild of yours, for bringing this to be, for helping it to become. You birthed this, and without you, this wouldn't be happening. So grateful for your willingness to do this. Yeah. And to each of you for showing up for yourselves and for one another. Yeah, maybe just checking in if you're a person who's been here for the last couple of hours, just feeling into what is real for you right now. What's alive for you? There's been a lot that's been shared. So how does it feel being you right now? Letting it be okay, whatever it is. There is no right way to be a woman in this world. There is no wrong way to be. And your experience, whatever it may be, is absolutely valid just as it is. And so I'm here today to point us in the direction of motherhood, whether we're biological mothers, whether we've loved mothers, whether we're mothers that aren't biological mothers. Motherhood is so deeply, deeply important. As women, it's so powerful. And in part, that is why I'm here. But before we begin, I'd like to first extend some gratitudes to the mothers who came before me and came before you, the generations and the generations and the generations of mothers who preceded us. They tilled the soil and they laid the foundation for us to be able to be here. And that's a really big deal. So really holding space for all the work that has been done to make it possible for us to be here together today. Also would love to thank the Center for Mindful Self-Compassion for allowing us to offer this, and to Chris and Kristen for creating MSC as a scaffolding on which we can ourselves become nourished. I would like to thank my own children, the wisest teachers in my life. And anyone who has kids, I have a feeling you know exactly what I am talking about. I love to offer gratitude to my own mother, who taught me how to be a mother, continues to teach me how to be a mother. And then the women in my life who've supported me as a mother would. Do you have any of those in your life? Yeah. Oh, they're precious. They're so precious. And so thank you to them. And I wonder if, as we've kind of talked about this quality of mothering, has anything arisen for you? Is there a mother in the world that you might like to thank? Maybe she's your biological mom, but maybe she's somebody else in your life. And she has loved you unconditionally, and she has supported you in every way that she knows how. And if this is so, I wonder if you might like to enter her name in the chat as a way to name her, to make her real, to bring her here, whether she is living, whether she is past, whether she is imaginary. Who would you like to thank? Fatima, Edith, Ruth, Adni, Grandma Belle, Jan, Glinda, Wendy, Marike, Simone, Grandma Tilly, Gail, Valerie, oh my goodness, Valentina. Feeling what it's like as we witness the scrolling of all of these powerful, powerful women, mothers. Yeah. Aunt Mary, D'Angela, Pascal, Donna, Amy's birth mother. My daughter. Yeah, Danielle, beautiful. Nai. Thank you to each and every one of you for sharing your mothers with us. What a joy. And so if you're feeling ready, let's perhaps settle in with a bit of a soft landing. And so turning the attention inward, if that helps you to really arrive. You can either close down the eyes or take a soft gaze, whatever best supports you. And we'll just hang out here for a couple of minutes as a way to kind of reorient to the space. And perhaps offering yourself a couple of long, deep, generous inhales and exhales. Reminding our body that it is okay to settle. Our bodies work so hard providing for other people. And it's easy to forget that we're here too. This body's here too, and it needs our care. So for the next couple of minutes, just giving it the care that it needs, the rest, the pause. And if you haven't yet done this, you might wish to just offer yourself a warm, loving greeting, maybe even use your name, just like you would a dear child or a beloved pet. Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And if it's in your practice and it feels supportive, taking these strong, nourishing hands and placing them somewhere on this body, somewhere that could really use some supportive touch right now. Maybe it's your heart space, maybe it's your solar plexus, that beautiful belly. Maybe it's the cheeks. Maybe it's a gentle squeeze, a hug. Both giving and receiving this life-affirming touch of yours. This one matters too. And can you let that be real? Can you let that sink in? This one matters too. Simply resting in the warmth of your own goodwill, the warmth of your own touch. And when you're ready, taking your time, gently releasing the soft landing and turning your attention back to this main space. And giving this precious body, if you'd like, a stretch or a twist or a sip of something warm. Anything you may need. You're just going to settle in for a little bit. And we have mothers still coming through. Wilhelmina, Helen, Mary Jo, Kay. So many mamas. Thank you, mamas. And so, short introduction. My name is Aimee, and I'm a mama. I'm a mama to 2 girls, one of whom is living and one of whom is dead. And this is part of why I'm here, because I believe in the power of mothering deeply. It's very much alive for me right now. Yeah. I find that mothering is a privilege. And as difficult as it is, it's the most powerful growth experience I've ever had. I've had a lot. I've been lucky that way. And so that's why I bring this to us, this community of women, some of whom are mothers. I believe in our capacity. I believe in our strength. I believe in our ability to hold one another. I believe in the strength in our numbers. As Kristen said and Marta followed up, our time is now. Our time is now. When I feel that within me, it kind of sits in my throat. Our time is now. And I wonder, can you drop into that knowing our time is now? Our work matters. And so through today's practice, I'd like to remind us, really touch us in with what's already here, what we already know. We already know compassion. Those of us who are mothers and those of us who are humans, we feel compassion. We already know compassion. We already know self-compassion because we're here. We've made it this far. And yet, parenting can feel complicated and sometimes disconnect us from our knowing, insert doubt into our being as parents for so many reasons. And so today I'd like to reconnect us with what we already know, with what we already do well. I think of the generations and generations of women who came before us, and they taught us how to do this. It's inscribed on our DNA how to parent. Whether it's our biological children or the neighborhood children or the children at church or the children at school, we know how to parent. And yet it's so easy to lose our way, so easy to feel disconnected from our power. And so today in our practice, it's my hope that we can really feel into the reliability of what we already know and bring that back alive if it seems to be drifting for any of us here. Okay. All right. So the practice I'd like to offer is actually familiar probably to a few of you who have already taken the Mindful Self-Compassion course. It's an adaptation of the Compassionate Friend meditation. And so please settle in and enjoy. Just finding your way to a comfortable seated position. Maybe just checking in with what this body needs right now. Maybe the position you're in isn't really going to serve or support you for the next 20 minutes or so. And if it's not, go ahead and adjust. Your comfort matters. Your strength matters. And so, as we sit here in this place of rest, I'd like to name and welcome a few of us. And in this place of quiet internally, may we welcome one another. And so to all of us, welcome all mothers, past and present and future. Welcome to mothers who may be playing safely nearby, healthy and strong and thriving. Welcome to mothers whose children are grown and flown and living full lives as adults. Welcome to mothers whose children were born in taxi cabs, born in trees, born on airplanes, were born into poverty, were born into pandemic, or born into war. Welcome to mothers whose children are learning in isolation in front of computers. Welcome to mothers whose children don't have the privilege of schooling. Welcome to mothers whose children are lost, whose children are addicted. Welcome to mothers whose children have died or have returned from near death and are now flourishing. Welcome to mothers who have a mother's heart, but for whom a biological child is not in the cards for them. Welcome to mothers who are feeling strong and capable and resourced. And welcome to mothers who are overwhelmed, who are exhausted, who are in struggle. Welcome to mothers who have a hard time shining the light of nurturance upon themselves. And welcome to mothers who are thriving and supporting and lifting up other mothers. We are all welcome here. We are all welcome. And so gathering your attention on the breath, if this is something that supports you. Finding your stability, finding yourself in the room. For a few moments, just allowing the breath to breathe itself as you gather your attention in this moment. And for this guided meditation, I really encourage you, if you can, to let it unfold as naturally as possible. No need to force or struggle to make it be a certain way, just opening to what arises naturally. And perhaps with curiosity and even playfulness, noticing what's here. And so calling to mind a place in your imagination where you feel safe, place that's yours alone, and you can build it any way that you like. It can be a place where you've actually been, or it can be a place completely made up, not even on Earth. It may be a place out in nature. It could be near the sea. It could be in the clouds. It could be in your own bed at home. Someplace you know where you are completely free to be as you are. And so calling this place to mind in great detail if you can. Letting yourself really settle, really get comfortable here. And maybe just enjoy it for a moment. Just resting. And so soon you will receive a visitor in this space. This will be a welcome visitor. This will be somebody who is a loving and fierce friend and companion. Loving and fierce. And this may be somebody who you know, but it also may be somebody in your imagination. And so simply resting back and opening to yourself to whoever may arise, this being who loves you, who knows you well, who is willing to go to bat for you when you're struggling, who's willing to do the hard, heavy lifting sometimes. This person is fierce. She is compassionate. And she loves you. So allowing this being to come near, be near you in whatever configuration or form feels right. Not too close, not too far. They can either enter into your safe space or you can step outside to meet them. And imagining this being in as much detail as possible. What do they look like? What are they wearing? Or are they a color instead? Are they a shape? Are they a sound? Let them become vivid. Let them become clear in your mind's eye. But most importantly, allow yourself to feel them, their tender but fierce love for you. This friend is wise and they're all knowing, and they know exactly where you are on your life's journey. And they want the best for you. And this being may have something they want to say to you. Just the thing you need to hear right now. And can you open to any words that may be coming your way? Listen deeply, let them drop into your heart. And if no words come, just enjoying their company, just letting that be enough, letting it nourish you. And perhaps you would like to say something to your fierce, loving friend. What is it you would like them to know? You can trust that this being will listen deeply. There's nothing to hide. Simply allowing the words of your heart to spill forth, if there are any. And this friend, they may also have something to give you, an object, something physical. And if so, can you receive it in whatever way feels most right to you? Maybe it will appear in your hands, or it might simply manifest next to you, around you. What is this object, this gift? And just taking a couple of minutes to enjoy and appreciate this time. with this beloved being, this one who has your back. Allowing to arise a felt sense of being stood next to, of being looked at for. And as you enjoy this friend's company, allowing yourself to recognize that this being, this quality of fierceness is actually within you. It's already within you. Anything that may be flowing originates within you, and it's available to you all the time. And so allowing this courage reference to mark you, to dig its roots even deeper in to your being. This is part of you. Now beginning to release any images that may be with you, and extending your awareness to this body as a whole, this strong and capable body that walks you through the world as you do your important work that makes it possible for you to do the work of loving, living, and simply resting right here. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes and perhaps allowing your eyes to dance around the room as a way to sort of readjust before drawing your awareness back to the space. And again, giving some love to this body. Would it like a stretch or a twist? And so if it feels right and if it feels comfortable, it would be so good to hear a little bit about what you hold after this practice. What is within you? What may have shifted? What did you notice? And so the chat is open. Feel free to put in there any words that may speak to what you're experiencing right now. Also take a moment to just look as the words flow through the chat. My Guru's compassion is within me. Grateful for all the women who have mothered me. Acceptance and unconditional love. How gorgeous and fun and true my friend is. Melanie says, wisdom is within me. Judy's relating to her grandmother, a reflection of the type of grandmother I want to be. Kathleen, I am the fierce warrior. Birgit, settling roots into Mother Earth. Sathine, the recognition of qualities in the other are remembrances of who I am, stable and present. Yes. Learning and being strong can coexist at the same time, says Elise. JC, once upon a time, I said to my compassionate friend, don't leave. Today, I spoke with my compassionate friend and said, I know deep within my heart that you are with me and will always be. Your compassionate friend is reliable. Yes, yes. The love of others flows through me and out to others. Zoe offers a simple thank you for welcoming and include mothers who have had children who have died and are not usually acknowledged. We don't ever stop being mothers. Marla, I can trust life. Thank you, Marla. Joy, discomfort with silence, sure, and compassion toward myself. Yeah. Martha, no matter how others see us, just know we know ourselves deeply and can carry in and continue to love and care. Yeah. Stina, or Steina, I hope I pronounced one of those correctly. I connected with my ancestors. They told me that they are always here for me. They told me to be free. I'm so grateful. I feel loved and supported. Yes, yes, yes. May we continue as women to feel loved and supported as we journey through this world, because our work is important. We are the scaffolding of civilization. Megan, kind peacefulness, mischief, and creativity, steady knowing. Yes. And Leanne, feeling my strength and fragility. Yes, they're both there, aren't they? They're both there. Magdalena, I don't need to earn a place as a mother. I am the mother. Yeah. Yes. Laura, very strong images of an inspiring and trailblazing friend. Sadly, no longer living, but always with us in spirit. Yes. Yes. Shaylin, soft. Let's see, strong back, soft front. Thank you. Strong back, soft front. And so maybe just noticing how this all is within you in this moment. This is part of our power, is turning inward and asking, what is here? What is here? And what do I need given what is here? This is an earnest inquiry we can make every single day, lots of times a day. June, thanks for celebrating our motherhood. I will do it more often. Yes, yes, may it be so. I'd like to share just a couple of wishes for us all. And Laila, would you mind, I'm going to try to share a screen, and could you please let me know whether or not you're able to see what I'm sharing? Would that be okay with you?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's try it and see.
Yeah, we can see it.
Oops. Oh, you can. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go full screen, and sometimes this messes me up. How's that? Can you still see?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So part of my exploration, my preparing for this was looking at mothers from all over the world, and I fell in love over and over and over again. And so I bring to you some mothers, and I also bring to you some wishes for these mothers, but for all of us. And this is Brooke Salvaggio. She is a farmer, and she is a mother, and she is an extraordinary human being. And so it reminded me of this idea that there is something within us as mothers that is utterly indestructible, utterly indestructible. I look at her face and I see her strength. And I know for a fact that she was whole before her kids came, and she is going to be whole after, and she is still whole. We do not leave our wholeness, even though we send and shoot our energy in so many different directions. And so may we remember our wholeness. May we as women remember our place in the family of things. May we remember our place in the family of things. This is from this summer. Black Lives Matters protests. May we protect our right to rest right here in the middle of things. Can you feel her? I can feel her. May we protect our right to rest right here in the middle of things. When in unfamiliar territory, and when are we not? When in unfamiliar territory, may we remember the reliability of our inner teacher. May we ask for help when we need it, knowing that we mothers are connected by hardship and love, and that we step up for each other and with each other. Can you relate? Do you see yourself in any of these? May we intimately know our strength and celebrate our vulnerability. May we know that we are never, ever, ever alone. This is Taliqua, an orca whale who carried her dead baby on her nose for 17 days. And the whales you see around her, these are the mothers who brought her food as she did her grief experience. She was not alone. May we savor the exquisite beauty of this one precious life. And so it's been a privilege to be with you and to consider motherhood. And it is my deep wish that we all can touch in with that fierce mama bear energy that lives within us as regularly as we need to. And so I will pass it back to you, Laila, to seal us off. Thank you.
Thank you, Aimee. Wow,
Thank you.
that was so powerful. Oh, I need a moment here.
Sure. Me too.
Especially those images. I mean, that whole offering, but those images, those words, connected with the mama bear inside.
Absolutely. Sometimes she just needs a gentle nudge, doesn't she?
Yeah. Wow, Aimee, that was just so powerful. And I know you're able to see our chat and Zoom, but I just want to share a little bit with our chat on YouTube because we're also live streaming. And so Gail says, as I spoke to this being about my gratitude for her, I realized she was me and that everything I said to her is within me. Deb says, my wise person reminded me to stay true to myself in these interactions and to maintain what is most important to me and to who I am. So we've had some beautiful sharings both on Zoom and YouTube. So deep gratitude to everybody. Deep gratitude, Aimee, and to Marta and Kristen before you. Deep gratitude to all of our lovely participants from around the world. Wow. We are indeed scaffolding of civilization. Wow, that was really beautiful. Thank you, Aimee. Talking about motherhood, our mother figures that come in so many shapes and sizes. And before that, we had Marta talking to us about embracing and accepting our bodies just as we are. We learned the African phrase, Sava Bona, I respect you. Sava Bona. I'm keeping that one. That was beautiful. Yeah. And then earlier we had Kristen. She talked about balancing that yin and yang fierceness, that yin and yang energy with fierce compassion. Yeah, so many beautiful offerings today. Maybe just, if we can all just kind of take a moment and just digest what moved us, just process what moved us from this lovely retreat today. And if you'd like, you can continue sharing that in both chat boxes if you'd like. What moved me? Just creating some space for it. You can even take your own notes. What moved me? And as our lovely speakers have said, our time is now. Yeah. So once again, happy International Women's Day to everybody. May we continue to celebrate ourselves and to celebrate all those that are in our individual world. Let us continue this day, this week, this year to offer gratitude to ourselves for showing up, even when it's difficult. Gratitude to ourselves for our softness, our gentleness, our strength, our fierceness, and to all those around us who help us to be who we are. Yeah. I'd like to close this with another poem by Nikita Gill. I know Marta shared one, a beautiful poem by Nikita earlier. This one is called The Forest. One day when you wake up, you will find that you've become a forest. You've grown roots and found strength in them that no one thought you had. You have become stronger and more beautiful, full of life-giving qualities. You have learned to take all the negativity around you and turn it into oxygen for easy breathing. A host of wild creatures live inside you, and you call them stories. A variety of beautiful birds nest inside your mind, and you call them memories. You have become an incredible, self-sustaining thing of epic proportions. And you should be so proud of yourself, of how far you have come from the seeds of who used to be you. Maybe taking a couple of deep breaths. And just feeling this moment and what resonates, what ripples inside of you. Yeah. So many lovely offerings in chat box. Thank you. So, as you may know, we have daily free meditations through the Circles of Practice public offering. So please feel free to sign up. I know my lovely, lovely co-host Shad has put the links into the chat box. We have a brand new sign up link starting today to sign up for these Circles of Practice. It's a whole new interface that you can go through. Also, just know that everyone through Circles of Practice public offering, just like Aimee right now, is a volunteer. And so if you are moved to make any kind of a donation to Circles of Practice or through Centers for Mindful Self-Compassion, we've created a Women's Opportunity Fund. So if you feel moved by today's practice or any of the Circles practices, Shad has put into the chat box a special fund that we've created to help women globally. So please feel free, if you're moved to do so. Yeah, so it's time to close. And so I want to give you all an opportunity, if you would like to unmute, please feel free to say goodbye or to offer a thank you. And I know so many of you have done so in the chat box. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of the day.
Namaste, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, and blessings for all.
Thank you. Thank you.